second and long. The run inside. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that one's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Davison.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's more. It's a fumble on the play.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Here's more to throw. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab on the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third and short now from their own 48. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Got his man. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the opening one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. throwing. Moore. Going for it all. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. In the gun on third down, Moore. Going long. Got it down the field. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Moore. Fires into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 9 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Wolverines who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready.
He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays.
He's going to let it go. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's fourth down. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Maybe a crease. Touchdown Trojans! Great job by the back on the option.
And you got got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here.
Pulls it in on the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You've got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You've got to continue to be aggressive.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. More to the air again. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Jordan. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
Maybe some room here. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back.
Snags it, and he's open. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Jordan. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dante Moore. It's complete to the left. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. More to throw for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quick.
And he's in! Touchdown, USC! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Here's more to throw. Got his man.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
More to the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. You got to make something happen fast.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. The give and tick, 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 tick. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curved. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's going to take off. Complete to the right. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. This third down a little longer after that penalty. To throw, it's Mayava. Finds the tight end. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. All wideouts, no backs. Throwing more. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, that's another completion. And this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And this offense is going to have to fight.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how...
Gets loose in the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the ground, he's got it again. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense getting set for first down. Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. There's some room. And that is how we will wrap this one up.